Why, hello there everyone. I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu. And what I'm currently doing is I'm trying to save or salvage this Eggsac that this mother tarantula has eaten. This tarantula is the Orange Baboon Tarantula, also known as the Pterinochilus murinus. Tarantulas don't usually eat their own Eggsacs, but when they do, it's really rare. Now we don't exactly know what causes this. Some people speculate hunger, some people speculate instinct, but honestly, there's a lot of factors and a lot of reasonings, and we don't know the exact reasons at times. Now in terms of what I could salvage and save of this Eggsac, only about 10 eggs were good, and some of these I'm not sure if they're fertile or not, so I just kept them anyways. But only about 10 of these eggs are good. Now I don't know exactly how many will make it to second instar, but in this case we just have to wait and see. Now we'll actually pull another Eggsac, another Neoholothele incei, double clutch Eggsac, but anyhow I really want to talk about the OBT. Some of you may be wondering why I didn't really check up on this female before she ate her Eggsac. I was out running errands and out at work, and when I did came home I decided to check on her, and then I saw her eating her Eggsac. And I don't know exactly how long or when she started to do it, but it was when I was not home. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's always when I'm not home when this stuff happens. I will be honest, I am a bit disappointed, but this is something you need to prepare for. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I am not one of those tarantula breeders that will show you only the good. I show you both the good, the bad, and the whole process if possible. Now granted, there are times where I'll keep projects to myself, such as side breeding projects and whatnot, but in general though, I would like to show you the process whenever possible. And for those who are wondering how I'm feeling, don't worry guys, it's not a big deal. There's always next time. The only thing you can do is try again in the future. Now the male that I used to breed the female that ate her own Eggsac, that male was given to me for free. In return was that if there was babies, I would give the person with the male a couple or a few of those babies, which I will if these 10 eggs make it to second instar, and I will keep that promise. But I'll update in the future about the surviving clutch of the OBT that the mother ate, and let us see if those 10 will make it. Now, let us talk about the Neoholothele incei. So this is one of our other Neoholothele incei that actually laid a second Eggsac, another double clutch, just like the other female from a few weeks ago. So unlike the first double clutch Eggsac that we pulled a few weeks ago, that one had a large portion of infertile eggs. But this Eggsac here that we're pulling in this video actually has very good eggs, like just wait and see. Now after this Eggsac, I don't really know exactly what's going to happen in terms of future breeding projects. Now I did state I'll try to breed the Harpactilo pokerpiece females that I have, so that's a future breeding project for next year. Everything else is kind of up in airs as to what I'll probably or may not breed next year, so next year is a big mystery. Now for those who are new to the channel, I don't usually breed tarantulas during the colder seasons because it's not ideal for me. So I like to breed during the spring and summer months, so I most likely will not breed anything too significant around this time because it's not really ideal for me. And as stated before, I did downsize my collection because of the slings I produced this year already, such as the Neoholothele incei slings and some Poecilotheria striatas, which those slings I've kept, and I am growing out as future breeders as well. And I actually wonder what I'm gonna do for next week's videos because, like I stated, my videos usually just come and go on the weekly basis on what I do as a tarantula breeder. So let us jump right back into this video. So as you can see, these are all eggs with legs, and honestly they look pretty good. Too good. There's only about 2 infertile eggs, and everything else looks really healthy and alive, which is a good sign honestly. So believe it or not, I was supposed to pull this Eggsac 2 days earlier, but I didn't have time because I had work and I have errands to run, so I was 2 days late to pulling this Eggsac. So I was a bit worried about something going wrong or that these eggs may have rotted out or something along the lines of that, but surprisingly, they all look healthy and great. But if I'm being honest, I already have a lot of these slings already, so yeah, I guess we can use more I guess. So I'm not too sure on how much I'll wholesale these for, maybe $5 a piece for a group of 10, I really don't know. Let us just wait and see on what I do with these, right? Because I already have a lot of holdbacks of this species already. Maybe I'll give these away for free to other tarantula breeders because that's what I usually do. And it's strange to say this, but people do be requesting for free tarantulas from me, which is kind of strange because I only give away free tarantulas to other tarantula breeders with proven track records or other tarantula breeders I can trust. giving away tarantulas for free, I just can't do that to everyone. I apologize, but this is a common question people do ask me, and some people have requested for some free slings, especially the Mbalfori. I did breed some Mbalfori here on the channel, and for some reason people have been requesting for free Mbalfori, which just doesn't make sense to me because I don't know you in person. And while I am a tarantula breeder that does produce tarantulas, I can't just give out free tarantulas to common people, because then that will hurt the entire business for those other people that I'm supporting, such as the other tarantula breeders. For me, I do not do retail anymore. My focus is primarily on wholesale, selling to other tarantula breeders and vendors, who will then sell to you guys. So essentially, I'm the source that tarantula breeders buy from, in which they will sell to you. And now I'm getting an incubator set up. It's very straightforward to make an incubator for tarantulas, and this is how I do it. So what I do is actually very simple for an incubator. I use a 32-ounce deli cup, a 16-ounce deli cup, a coffee filter, and that's pretty much it, honestly, in terms of materials. And then what I do with the 16-ounce deli cup is that I just put a lot of holes in the bottom, so that way when the humidity builds up from the water in the 32-ounce deli cup, it rises and goes into the incubator. And that's what pretty much makes the humidity pretty high inside the incubator for the eggs to develop and do well. It's a very straightforward process, and it's not too difficult to do, honestly. And I don't know why people request for me to show you how my incubators are made. It's just simple. That's the best way to put it. You really don't have to spend a lot of money when it comes to making incubators for tarantula eggs. Pretty much anything that can hold humidity is ideal, so it's not that hard. You can be creative as well. Now, the process here is that I'm now documenting this Eggsac, and I didn't really start this until about 4 years ago, I think. Now granted, there are some Eggsacs that I don't have on me right now, but I will show you some of them that I could find on this video. But essentially all I'm doing is that I'm just writing down the scientific name, the specimen number, and the date as to when I pulled this Eggsac, and that's pretty much all I'm doing. Tarantula breeders don't do this, but I just do this anyways. This is just pretty much like a birth certificate or a documentation of the dates of when I pulled the Eggsac. Now granted, if you have dates and data, you don't physically have to have the Eggsac as a documentation. I just do it anyways. Some people say it's a flex when they see it at times, but I'll show you guys. It's nothing too impressive, but I will show you guys some of the Eggsacs that I could find that I kept in my storage to show you as a demonstration, I guess. A lot of them I've either lost or I just don't have them anymore because I gave them away to other tarantula breeders as like a documentation, I guess. But hey, this is something you don't have to do. This is something only I do as of now, I guess. I don't think anybody else does this but me, but it's just something I like doing. And I wish I started this earlier, but hey, better late than never. And yeah, I think that's about it for today's video. So, I guess I'll wrap it up around here. So, without further ado everyone, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. As always, the typical, like, comment, subscribe, and stick around. New videos every single Tuesday and Friday. Also support me on IG and on Patreon. And with that, stay lax, and Laxow out. From the Kumo Sensei.